Oh, all right, guys. Looks I'm just testing this. Don't mind me. I'm just. Oh, all right, guys. No, I'm just testing. Okay, I'm testing the audio for tomorrow and how to share screen here in StreamYard. So don't mind me here. I don't know why I went live. I thought I was just like testing it up. Okay, so it looks like I got the hang of it. Although this is not the most ideal situation. All right, it looks like I needed a what the heck is going on here? All right, let's oh, okay. So I thought I wasn't moving at all. Okay, so I'm at StreamYard here. Okay. So how do I go? This is the no sharing. All right, all right. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. My mouse is in a bad spot right now. Okay, okay. We're navigating. All right, so my camera looks better here. Hey, what's up, Austin? I was just playing this one out. Why are you still up, man? It's like 11. Who's your avatar there? Is that I can't tell. It's small. Is that Boba? Trying to test out this trying to get myself familiarized with this StreamYard. Um for PJ tomorrow, you know. I don't want to get embarrassed because he's so used to using StreamYard, and he'll be in the channel tomorrow. And I was like trying to test it out. I didn't know it was. Well, I kind of want to test it out live. Hey, Danny, what's up? I saw Danny earlier on a pod like a stream earlier as well. So, hey, Austin, Danny, I was the reason I logged in. I didn't even expect it to do this now, but trying to familiarize myself to the StreamYard because tomorrow PJ and I are going to have one. Are you PJ's? Did he had one today? I thought he had Oh yeah, that's what's up. I'm off tomorrow. No, oh the Mandalorian. Okay, it's so small I can't see it. Us. Hey man, I've been watching PJ's what do you call that? His podcast. You know, I'm not a big Star Wars fan, but ever since I've been watching that Rogue Sit one, kind of getting interested in Star Wars now, and I know it's a delicate situation because man, Star Wars is really expensive too. And I see PJ and Matt and all these boys like Thor, man, their statues are insane. So I was just like, I don't know. I better stop watching those guys to be quite honest. And you know, the bad part is I'm gonna have PJ here tomorrow. 9 Eastern time, so that will be 8 Central time. And trying to test out all the functionality of this thing because I'm used to just I'm just a one man gang basically when I do live stream. But you know, Danny, you've watched PJ and you know he's really handy when it comes to StreamYard. But we'll see. Hopefully I get the hang of this. See, I can share my screen now. See? Pretty embarrassing, but okay. So now I'm remove. Okay, that is unnecessary. Okay, stop screen share. If I stop it, okay. Yeah, man, PJ's a pro. I mean, he even doesn't have this logo right here of the StreamYard. I think he pays like there's a monthly fee for that, but I don't even know if you know how long am I gonna do this live stream. That PJ is almost like on every day now. So Oh, thanks, Austin. Hey, Lanky, what's up, man? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if like I have more time now because of the quarantine and all that stuff, and I'm working from home. But down the line, like I always feel like I have like my knowledge and some stuff is not big enough compared to like those guys in Rogue One 6. I mean, their knowledge when it comes to Star Wars is just next level. And even though I like a lot of stuff, I don't think I can offer that kind of knowledge. I mean, put it this way, I love Lord of the Rings, but I still don't know all the intricacies of what sword they use. And I love the thing. I watched it again today. But just in review on Han Solo. No, is it worth picking up, Austin? Han Solo. Oh, okay. The single movie. Yeah. No, I have not. I've seen a lot of good things about that figure though. So I am, like that, like Danny's saying, oh, he's like a Wolverine. Yeah, man, he's all over the place, which is awesome. He actually is the one introduced me to kind of like, as you know, I don't know if you've been around the channel for a while now. I'm just doing my own thing, like I'm reviewing. Then I like a few weeks back when this all started, I decided to do a stream because I don't have any new figures. Nothing's coming in, so I figure, you know what? Why not do one and we'll see. And then PJ, messaged me. I was like, hey, you do. I didn't know what I was missing out, honestly. Like the entire world. Like I don't know any other collectors. I just know them when they comment. I know the old school, like Dean Knight. I've known them. I know Justin, obviously. Not know him personally, but I've seen his videos. But PJ kind of like opened the doors for me to kind of like reached out to other collectors and pick their mind because. And the reason I did that, it's not like I'm trying to stay away from the. I always saw myself as like a reviewer, and I don't want to get influenced by anyone else. Like when I do reviews, I want it to come from me. But if I watch somebody else, I feel like their input would kind of have some sort of a say on the item that I'm reviewing, and I don't want to do that. So I kind of like kept to myself. But oh, thanks, Danny. Yeah, man. I've been reviewing for a while, but I've never really done live stream or podcast. And like I said, I don't think I have much to offer outside of if I think the figure is worth it or not, based on just pure experience. Like I've seen $200 figure, $400 figure, but I never thought that But PJ just kind of like opened this entire door for me, which is kind of bad, honestly, because I don't like I don't even watch TVs anymore. I gone back and watched some live streams, which I've never done before. For the reasons that I mentioned earlier. So now I think Austin or Robert mentioned some podcast or some live streams that I should watch it. So I watched like Six Scale Scavengers, Red Cup. I've been watching all those guys, and it's fun, man. It is fun. I'm like watching them is some sort of intimidating, honestly, because you watch them and they have all this. They know a lot of stuff, man. They do, and it's really intimidating. Man, I need a haircut and a shave. God damn. Did you guys get a haircut? Any one of you guys here? Any? Because I'm in dire need of one. I did that to my kids, and yeah, it didn't turn out well. So Austin, what do you think about that Han Solo figure, man? You're gonna get that? You're gonna pick that up? Let's see here. Thank you. It's awfully quiet today. Yeah, try to view live. And hey, Danny, I'm not even gonna lie. It's fun. It's fun, man. It's like an addiction. Hey, Jack, what's it going, man? I thank you guys for watching. Like I said, I've never really intended this, but I'm trying to do the PJ Pro presentation here. But I need a haircut. I was thinking I would do it. I know. Hey, I know how, man. It's just irritating around here by the ear. and I'm not used to this kind of haircut. Man, let's see this. Okay, like you said, too expensive, but they're not Hot Toys. My cousin told me the more popular the company is, the higher the price company could raise their price. I mean, to a degree, thank you. They can price whatever, as far as their figure. They can price it for $500 if they want to. But as collectors, this is how we vote. Like, it's through your wallet. If you don't like something, don't buy it, and eventually they would give in. By give in, I mean they would lower their price or give something extra. For example, I don't know, you're not old enough, but Fila, when they had Grant Hill as their, on the NBA, it was really expensive. Now no one's buying Fila. Now I think Fila's back though, but yeah, they lowered the price because no one's buying it. So with Sideshow, I'm not saying they're terrible. I just feel like they have a really good potential when it comes to their X-Men line, which is, I think, Cyclops. They just announced Cyclops and it looks really good. I want to buy it. But deep inside of me, I feel like, I don't know, man. Like, yeah. So you're caught in the middle. Should you buy Cyclops or should you buy a Hot Toys figure, which, because they're the same price? And Cyclops is really nice, but I can also buy, Aquaman for that. In head sculpt wise, I think Aquaman wins, but I like Cyclops better as a figure. But those are the dilemma that plays along with us, especially with me. I can't buy every figure, but yeah, man, those little things in here, god damn, that's so annoying. I'm gonna get a one. You're right. Hey, Danny, if you do a one, I'm gonna do a one all around. By the time I go back to work, it'll probably grow. So my employer would be like, what the hell happened to you? So that's all right. Yep, Hot Toys all day, man. Hot Toys all day. You know what? I am critical of Hot Toys as well. So uh, I see both sides. I wish Hot Toys would take more chances, especially now that it's wide open. The franchise but they're focusing on Star Wars, and I don't blame them. That's the hot commodity right now. But I don't know how hot though, because then you know what? I just purchased the from Target the Last Skywalker or something like that. I haven't even seen it yet. I know it's in Disney Plus, but I kind of want to watch it on an actual disc since I have all of them. Like I said, Danny, I'm being converted by PJ and his crew from Rogue One 6. Although I don't think I'm gonna buy any statue. Danny, you've been hanging around in their podcast for long enough. Did you buy any statues yet? Have they converted you? Raul, what's it going, man? I agree with you. Star Wars is mostly Western. Surprised they're going all. Yeah, you know what? And as a matter of fact, Raul, I think this past trilogy with they tanked. Like, all their stormtroopers were being bargained at a Big Bad Toy Store at one point. You can buy them for really cheap. Yeah, I have no idea either. I think this is the chance for them to go back to their roots and take a little bit more chances, but I don't know, Raul. Are you more of a Star Wars? Yeah, you know what, Star Wars. I'm Asian, but I love Star Wars. There's something about them. I like them, but I don't love them. I collect them just because they look so cool. They, especially, I think, Raul, what you're, yeah, I agree with you. Even the outside of maybe Kylo Ren, is he still available? The Kylo Ren from The Last Jedi. I know that's for most Star Wars fan, it was a disaster movie. I mentioned it before. I don't think I'm qualified enough to judge a Star Wars movie whether it's good or bad, since I'm not that I'm not a fanatic, so to speak, of Star Wars. I didn't hate it, but I can see why Star Wars fan would hate it. I see their point. Like I said, I watched most of the podcast. I see why most people would hate that Last Jedi, and I think that translated to the deals that Raul is referring to, because Man, Star Wars fans are passionate, man. I'm telling you, if you look into some of my reviews, they are killing me if I mispronounce or I don't know what a hilt is, which I didn't. I didn't know what a hilt was. I mean, my bad, you know. It was like, I didn't know. Man, they're crucifying me for saying that, you know, a bunch of things, but they're passionate. If they don't like something, you know what, they're not going to buy it. And I know, I love that about Star Wars fan as well, because man, this is how you do change, I suppose, you know. But yeah, I think that's where the deals are coming from. I wish I would have jumped on some deals, honestly, but I didn't. I don't know, man. But do you guys think that, you know, yeah, I don't know if you guys are young enough to remember the backlash that Star Wars had in the first trilogy, but now, you know, people are kind of more accepting to it, that they think it's cool. Is it because it actually got better over time, or they just hate this new trilogy so much that the first prequel is now getting some love? I don't know. I honestly don't mind the prequels, but you know, it's some characters in high will not make or will take forever to make. Statues. Daddy, oh, okay. You also mentioned you had a few before, but I'm looking into more going forward. I was gonna ask PJ tomorrow, but I'm gonna ask you now too, Danny, since you got some statues. Do you like statues better than 1/6 though? Like, and I'm not, you know, picking sides or anything here. I've never owned a statue. Planning to get one. Planning to. I just don't want to get to that rabbit hole, but I just want to get your take on statues as well. Only so many figures you can make. I know, Raul. I mean, I personally, unless I really, really love the character and there's a significant change in the suit, then I would buy, you know, repaint, so to speak. But it got into a point where it's ridiculous. Like Iron Man, you know, they're going to repaint. At first, I was like, cool, that's fine. But it stemmed on to Spider-Man because there's no more Iron Man. And I know it's an easy money for Hot Toys. They already got the mold. They're just going to change the color, like the negative suit. I mean, if you're a Spider-Man fan, go for it, you know. But at some point, you got to think about money as well. I don't. Hey, bro. Even with Jedi's, you know, they wearing the same robe. Not the same, but that's the outfit that they have. Different colors of lightsaber. You just change the head sculpt, and you know, pretty much the same body. Oh, who knows? Like the idea of see it. I suppose, you know, like I've Danny, I've owned. Danny, are you strictly Star Wars, or you dive into Marvel, DC as well? Because I that's mostly my. I have a few Star Wars right there. Mostly villains though. I love the Star Wars villains. So I don't know. Does it look good, Danny? Like, you got to post some pictures, man. If you got like a quarter scale Joker, and then you got a 1/6 scale Joker, and then you got another 6-inch Joker. I've never personally done that, so I'm interested to see. You know, like if that would look good. All right, let's see one from Blanky. Hey man, thank you for your message to me in Facebook. I never believed that, honestly. Prototype could be misleading, but this guy that I was speaking to, and what Lanky's referring to, is this guy. I had an argument, not an argument, like a back and forth with this guy with the Joker. If you've seen that movie Joker, the one with Joaquin Phoenix, and so what happened was I mentioned something that. I like the M toys better, which I do. I think it's better. Now, if you have the Toys era, then you know some people you can't take criticism. So maybe he pre-ordered Toys era. He can't accept the fact that I said M toys is better. So he said I can't judge it if I don't have, because I don't have both. You know, I have eyes. And me and Lakey were talking about it, like I think if you have the in-hand pictures of other reviewers / photographers, you can make an educated guess that this one's better than the other. Like I don't need to have it in my hand that the Luke Skywalker from Sideshow is worse, or the Luke Skywalker from Hot Toys is better than the Luke Skywalker in Sideshow. I got eyes, I can see it. But this guy just, you know, a post after post, like he just doesn't want to give in, until I was like, you know what, it's internet, whatever, man, you know, whatever makes you sleep better. And I was just like, all right. And so then me and Lanky were kind of like, yeah, you could tell without having it in hand. Uh, so Danny said, I like 1/6 more. Me too. Yeah, Daddy. You know what? I can't wait to talk to PJ tomorrow about statues because he's the pro when it comes to statues, and I want to own a few. Primarily, I like the Wolverine and Hulk, the one fighting, but it's $600 now. In my mind, I'm thinking like I can at least get 2 Hot Toys for this. I don't know if that's the right mentality, but like that's what I want to talk to him tomorrow about, and I got a few more topics that we're gonna dive into. So, guys, make sure you log in tomorrow at 8 Central and 9 Eastern time. So, I mean, I always have fun talking to PJ. So. Jack, Japan never got the first Star Wars in theaters. Oh, they never did. Wow, I never knew that. So, do they even have Disney Plus now? That's an interesting take, Jack. Wow. Okay, maybe that's the reason why. Yeah, looking back at it now, because I grew up in Asia. And Star Wars was big. It's big all over, but I don't think it's as widely accepted, let's say, for example, as robots, like Ultraman and all that stuff, because that's where we're all about, Japanese animes and all that good stuff. And maybe that's the reason why I'm not, like crazy about Star. I don't know, man. But I'm beginning to be crazy about Star Wars, but I don't think I'm gonna go to the level of some other guys out there. Paying $250 for a slightly new head sculpt. I agree with you, man. Like I have, I know what you're talking about, Raul. I'm going to ask you personally, if you had the Age of Ultron cap, and this is an argument, maybe not slightly new head sculpt. There's a significant change, I suppose. If you have an Age of Ultron cap, did you buy or would you buy the Civil War cap? That was my dilemma back then, because for me, they look exactly the same. The body proportions are, I would say better on the Civil War cap. However, me and Austin is going to agree on me on this one, that the Age of Ultron cap has a lot of features that makes it, in my opinion, the better cap. But some people would disagree with us, obviously, because they said that the shoulders are wider on the Civil War cap. I don't know, like that's what I would ask you, Ro. Like, if you have the extra money, is it worth the purchase? Because I always want to see in others' perspective, if I'm only thinking that way, if it's just myself or other people are thinking, it's like, yeah, Civil War to Age of Ultron. Because I think if you have Age of Ultron cap and you're buying the Endgame cap, I think that's enough change that you can warrant a buy at 2 caps, even though, it's fairly similar, but it's still different. I don't know. You guys tell me. I would love to hear your opinions on that one as well. Danny Lee. Yeah. Statues for me is as much as I want to own a lot. Can't. Space issues, money issues. I love to take pictures of the things that I buy, and I love to create stories or angles of them. I just feel like if you have a statue, it does tell a story, but just one story. If you buy a figure, you can tell multiple stories with it. That's just my take on it. Let's see. No, I want. Okay, Austin, I think you're saying you won't be getting that Han Solo figure. Hey, man, you can buy Star Wars and Marvel. That's fun. You can do that too. That's okay. So then your majority Star Wars, some Marvel, and some MISC 1/6. All right. I'm kind of like the opposite. I'm more like I want to do everything. I'm not, and I get that too. But I was down that road where, let's say you're just collecting Star Wars, it can get taxing, man. It can get boring, honestly. Like I focused on DC before, like just Dark Knight, and it got boring. It did. The question is, would you rather have the complete line of Dark Knight or just the main characters of Dark Knight and other main characters of other lines? Let's say if you only have slots for 10 figures, do you want to complete that 10 slots with just, let's say, Dark Knight? I'm just talking about like Dark Knight here. Or let's say complete line of, just Avengers, or you want 3 Avengers, 3 of these. I mean, it all depends on the person, obviously, but I got bored. Me personally, I just got bored. Okay. What does Hathlow's head feel like? Soft vinyl or hard? Or like, yeah, I didn't get that pile of cash. I think that's from the Dark Joker, Black Joker or something. But the head, I don't know, guys. It feels hard. Yeah, I think it's plastic. I think it's kind of squishy too. So I can't really tell because I if you're talking about vinyl, kind of like pop, maybe, but the paint application obviously is so much better. But Austin, hey man, I never left Marvel. Austin, I never left Marvel, man. Love every Marvel movie outside of Ant-Man 2. You know what? I didn't even mind Ant-Man 2. Not gonna lie. You know, I had fun. Forgot what happened, but still Marvel, man. Still Marvel. Most of my pre-orders are Marvel. Let's see here. Hey, Danny, you know it. Pinoy Tag Team, man. I'm gonna force him to eat something that you guys have never seen before. Something disgusting, obviously, because they're Filipino. So, hey, Cap is the go-to Cap, man. Age of Ultron Cap. Up until I see Endgame, which I'm really excited to see the Endgame Cap. Not gonna lie, because I did sell my Age of Ultron Cap, unfortunately, and I know Austin is gonna kill me for this. I did sell it because you're trying to make room. I did have the Infinity War Cap. That is not the best cap. I'm not gonna lie, not the best one. But this is one of those purchases where, all right, I'm gonna get this Age of Ultron, Infinity War cap. And my idea was I'm going to complete the line of Infinity War. In my head, this is how it's playing. I'm going to create a diorama scene where it's kind of like forest and it'll be cool. Yeah, obviously that's not going to happen because I got 3 kids. And where am I going to put that huge diorama scene? I mean, like I can put it on the back right there. But yeah. Sometimes you just fool yourself so you can buy something. But I don't know, man. But I keep on harping this one down. Bring back the magnet on the shield. I don't care if it's accurate or not. 3 things that I always wanted Hot Toys to do is magnets, even on the hand, so we don't break wrist pegs. Put magnet at the end, and then put the hands on. You kind of limit the the stress on changing hands. Unless they're carrying heavy, die-cast weapons, there's no reason for not to have magnet hands. Kind of like Amazing Spider-Man 2, or at least do it on some figures. 1 switch for every light. Like for Iron Man figures, please. I don't want to, it's so annoying that you're going to take out, an armor on the armpit just to have 2 lights light up. Just have one universe. I don't know how they're going to do it. But if I'm paying $400, I wish they would do something like that. But let's see. So my Civil War battle version. How much did you get for it, Danny? I know they're going for a lot of money nowadays. I don't know why, but they are. Oh, Lanky, I know what you're talking about. It was we had a LAN party. So any gamers out here, we buy some Games Guardian Pro. If you guys are not, I reviewed it. It's like a portable. It's huge. And then I contacted them. They kind of worked with me. Nice company. But yeah, we do that at least once a month. It's like a nice gathering of friends. You drink beer and you don't spend a lot of money because you're just playing video games. Adults playing video games. And hey man, I'm collecting, so it's a lot of things that you can do worse, I suppose. So but that it is fun. Thank you. Yeah, and yeah, guys are not related. Captain America. Yeah, he loves his Age of Ultron cap, man. Austin loves it. Austin, I know you're a Marvel fan, but I can see a Mandalorian. Now I see it like it's bigger on the screen now. Are you gonna get this figure? You should. It looks great. See, same thing here, Danny. If I got 2 characters that are almost the same, unless you are, see, I bought the Batman Begins and then I bought the Dark Knight. I think the suit is different enough that that I can justify buying it separately. But I know what you're saying with the Civil War cap, because Civil War cap and Age of Ultron cap is almost the same. Endgame cap is different enough. I think it has that what do you call that? The skin thingy, and it comes with a bunch of accessories. I'm with you. Creating space for endgame cap. Okay, Austin. We'll see. We'll see, Austin. I mean, I love one of the things I love. I mentioned it. I keep on mentioning over and over is the magnet figure. The proportions have changed. The only thing I would say about the Age of Ultron cap that I didn't specifically like is the pants. It's a little too baggy for me. But that's it. There's anything else? I know Civil War cap, they changed the, like wider shoulders, smaller waist. It's more like Chris Evans because the Age of Ultron cap kind of like it's like a baggy figure. It's still good though. Still good. Somewhat, Linky. Somewhat. You know what? It took them a while to get Robert Downey. I think that the moment they only nailed Robert Downey, like nailed it, I feel like was on Mark 50. Before that, you know what? I don't remember what was before, because even Mark 6, like the diecast Mark 6, obviously it's a different Robert Downey head sculpt, but yeah, it's a different head sculpt as well. But I actually liked the Steve Rogers from Age of Ultron. I didn't have any problems with it. It wasn't horrible. It was not spot on, but it wasn't horrible by any stretch of imagination. So I can live with that. I can live with that Steve Rogers. Now the Captain, the Mark 7, the plastic Mark 7 was a terrible representation of Tony Stark, though. let me find that. That looks like Boy George or something. Is he still alive or Boy? We're talking about Boy George. I don't know. Forgot his name now. Not this is Mark 7. Let's see. Does it have a head? No, this new Mark 7 does not have a head sculpt, right? This die-cast version. Let's see. I don't know if I forgot the MMS of this Mark 7. Oh, it's not even on Sideshow anymore. Oh, okay, never mind. I thought it was there. Oh, where was that? I agree, Danny. I agree. I have no idea why they haven't done that since. Anymore. I'm all about magnets, man. They never wear out. You're never scared that you're gonna break anything. I don't know why they don't use most of it. Are magnets really that expensive? Maybe it is that Hot Toys just doesn't want to use magnets. Not even that. Like on Iron Man's, like, give us magnets, man. I'm always scared to turn on my Iron Man because I always feel like I'm gonna break something. But goddamn, give me magnets, man. Just give us goddamn magnets. So you're keeping Danny, just making sure you're keeping Age of Ultron and you're getting Endgame. So you're gonna have 2 caps, and that will be it for you, right? Or you're gonna get, or do you have Infinity War as well? Austin, how many caps do you have anyway? Is it just the Age of Ultron? Lanky, I did. Yeah, man. I'm more into 1/6 though, but I did I got friends who's into Godzilla as well and all that good stuff. I'm hoping that Starz would make Godzilla. I'm trying to stick with this companies that I know of, because I don't want to venture my wallet. It's going to be hurting when I venture out of these things. Did you even get that? Or any of you even get the what do you call that? Concept arts. I never got, and they look good. But I am not gonna pay $275 for somebody's concept though. You know what I mean? Like it is expensive. But I agree. man, the build, the proportion, like he does look like a hero, man. Like wide shoulders and with the way he stands, it's just like heroic and all that stuff. But with that being said, I'm not sure if I'm willing to drop 250 for somebody's concept of Captain America. That is yes, Raul. Basic. I wouldn't even say repaint because that is that concept cap. There's nothing like that before, if I'm not mistaken. But I agree with you because they had this Mark 46 concept art. That is a repaint. Good repaint. It's a really good figure, but the emotional connection for me is not there because it's a concept. It's somebody's idea of how Mark 46 should look like, which is I respect. It looks good. Not good enough for me to like I said, like the connection is not there. So I never bought any concept art. Even the Wonder Woman concept art, you know, it's kind of like a throwback to the old Wonder Woman. But yeah, I mean, yeah, Danny, that looks good. I'm not even gonna lie to you. And I think with the with what it comes with, that concept art cap, it is, how much is that anyway? That's I mean, it's still, is it still available at Sideshow though, that concept art cap, which is interesting. Let's see. Pretty expensive too. My goodness. Oh, there you go. Captain America concept art version. Let's see. Oh my god. Jesus, they are expensive. Let's see here. Yeah, man. 251. I mean, he looks great. He comes with 2 shields, it looks like. Oops. See, hey man. When PJ comes in tomorrow, y'all gotta brag that I'm been sharing screen now. A guy that can't even work his mic before sharing screen. That is improvement. I'm just kidding. All right, so he looks great, man. I mean, he looks good. Is it $251 good, especially now that we got taxes? So this 251 for me, somebody who lives in Illinois, would pay almost 280 for this. I know it's free shipping right now, but I mean, it looks good. It looks like the mobility, like the articulation is great as well. So maybe the suit is not hindering. But would I really have this stand right next to my Avengers? I mean, not really. So I mean, it looks good. Looks good. For some people who has space and money, why not? You know, they got 2 shields. You got what, 3 face or just 2 face plates. The stand is, you know, pretty generic. I take that back. It's kind of expensive because look at this. It doesn't even come with a second head sculpt compared to the Age of Ultron cap, where, let's see, the Age of Ultron cap. I mean, not Age of Ultron cap. The Endgame cap. Let's see. So this is 251. This is 259. Okay, so 274. Okay, so it's a little bit more expensive, but it's only $23. And okay, so he comes with 2 shields. This guy comes with the with 2 shields. I think it looks like this shield and a battle damage shield, but he comes with an extra head sculpt. So that the head sculpt by itself is already at least $25. And he comes with the extra helmet, I believe, the empty, and then he comes with a hammer. Yeah, I take that back. That thing is expensive. Yeah, I mean, look at this guy. He comes with the does he come with that? Yeah, he comes with the extra helmet. Well, I mean, we've seen this before. He comes with a shield and like a broken shield. He comes with Mjolnir. So, and then he comes with this, the picture of Peggy. So for $25 more, you get an extra head sculpt, an empty helmet, Mjolnir, and this. Yeah. Look at that concept art, man. Forget that. All right, let's go back here. Yep, iconic look for the win. Terry, what's up, Terry? NFL players. You know what? I am a huge huge Chicago Bears fan. So if you're a Green Bay fan, sorry, but I agree. If Enter Bay would do it, although Enter Bay is going down. The problem I feel like with NFL players is you were just paying for uniforms, because I bet you if they do NFL players, they're not going to work as hard on the face sculpt because of the helmet. It's going to be covered by the helmet. This is how I feel like they're going to overcharge us with NFL players. It's going to start at 270 and the head sculpt's not going to be terrific. Although, I would love to see it. I'm not going to lie. And another thing with NFL players, I feel like it's because you don't necessarily need, I guess, unless you're paying like a lineman or something, like an offensive lineman, but most likely they're going to go with skilled players like quarterback, running back, wide receivers, maybe every once in a while a linebacker, that we can just switch out uniforms. That's how I feel. And helmet and third party are going to go crazy with third party uniforms. So basically all you got to do is buy one figure, and then interchange it every once in a while. I feel like, I could be wrong, but that's why I feel like we're not going to see NFL players ever, Terry. And unfortunately, because I do love watching the NFL. Let's see. Oh yeah, they would never sell out. I bet you those concept arts are until they're going to give them away before they sell out. What's the last one? Even Mark 46, and it looks like a good looking figure. But I am glad that consumers are getting a little bit more savvy now, not jumping on everything that they see that Hot Toys releases. Ooh, look at Austin, man, big baller, Hulk Buster. When are you gonna get it? 10 diecast Iron Man figures, man. That's a lot. I only have like 3 Iron Mans there, and maybe I think I have one in the room, Mark 50. But that's it. I know, Terry. Enterbay or Hot Toys, they're the top notch. Although I don't think anyone's gonna touch them unless it's McFarlane. But it's just hard to imagine. But I would love to see those pads, the uniform, the helmets. Ooh, that would be nice. That would be nice. No concept art, or not repaints. Well, Lanky, in the case of Mark 46, they're repaint. In case of Wonder Woman, they kind of repainted her outfit. So same mold. I get what you're saying, but this Captain America itself, I get you. It's not a repaint. It looks like a completely new cap. I know. Commission. Yeah. I got your role. It has to go into a shelf that's kind of like more concept arts, but once you go to the level of 20 or more Hot Toys, that is a luxury that you could have. Like if you have an extra shelf, that is the biggest hurdle of a collector. So money is money too, but sometimes we make way for money. We sell our kidneys, sell my firstborn child. I'm just kidding. I didn't sell my kidney or my firstborn child, but you know what I mean? Like sometimes if we really want a figure, we can find a way, but space is hard. A space is either you get rid of another figure or you get rid of your TV, or you settle with like a 12-inch TV. So I've seen some man caves that are awesome. Like if I go to like some forums or whatnot, I see some man caves that are just great, man. They got like statues sold over, and then they got details, and then their TV is like 20 inches. It's like, what the? I mean, priorities, that's what they want to focus on. So it's on them. I just don't want to go that route. Mark 85. What you getting, Mark 85, Austin? The the battle damage, or just the regular 85? Raul, you are a Bears fan. Are you from Illinois as well? Because, hey, man, classic headband. Walter Payton is a must-have if you're a Bears fan. I would say, you know what? I grew up in his era, so Brian Urlacher. It's not a must-have for me. Khalil Mack would be a must-have for me, even though, and I'm gonna say this, I'm gonna admit this, he hasn't even proved anything yet as a Bears player. But I met the guy, and he's a really cool guy. I know the guy, so I'm a little partial to that. So for me, if a Khalil Mack comes out, I would buy it instantly. Although if he comes over, he would probably think that I'm weird for having his figure, because I know the guy. But yeah, that would be really weird. God damn, lanky. I never even noticed that. Uh, hey, man. I don't want any bulge action on my figures, man. Nothing. Who was the Nobi too, man? Any of you guys watch the Nobi? this is Danny's reaction to his wow. Let me highlight Lanky again here. They're lower in, they need to work on their lower inappropriate part. It looks like they got no guy thing. I thought you have I thought that you have some concerns that it's bulging, but it was the opposite. So yeah, I don't know how to react to that because the Nobi 2, I'm pretty sure you guys watch him. If you guys watch 1/6, I'm pretty sure you got the Nobi 2. He likes swapping bodies from Faison, which is, some of them are interesting, some of them I kind of want to do. Most of them I don't. I just don't want the color. It just bothers me. But yeah, man, when he shows the body parts, I was like, is that really necessary? Because Faison does come with the genitals. So if you guys haven't done any Faison yet, they're pretty intense. They got some body parts. Some are, harder than other body parts. It was, yeah, I'm not gonna go Faison way. Yeah, comic book figures. Yes, sir. Or ma'am, I don't know. Yes, sir. Comic book figures. I like comic book figures, man. Would I buy them? That's the only thing. Like, if they're comic book figures, I don't know. I forgot who said this. Like what Sideshow is producing now. Now they're not comic books; they're like cartoons, like the Cyclops and all that. Maybe you can say this comic book. They should be lower priced because they don't have to pay for the actor's likeness. You can't price comic book figures or cartoon figures or video game characters the same amount, in my opinion. Obviously, I could be wrong here. We have different opinions here. That's the beauty of it. As the same actor, because they're having a hard time copying Robert Downey. Well, you can throw away like a Gwen, Spider Gwen here, and you charge the same way. So I don't know. Terry, update on my collection. You know what? I released one back in April. I don't know if you've seen that video. Even though I've had a lot more and a lot less after that collection tour that I did, but I think I just released it on April. I don't know. It might be too soon to do one now, even though I have maybe like 6 new pieces. If I'm gonna wait, Terry, let me tell you this. I'm gonna wait for the Man of Steel Justice League or the my Thanos. Once I get that, I will do another one. Just for you, man. Just for you. 10 Hall of Armors. Man, Austin, you crazy, man. You crazy. I got like 3 there. That's the only one that I can fit. And it's through a window well. So I hope they don't deteriorate over time because the sun is hitting them and all that stuff. So, man, 10. Man, Austin, do you have you got to send me a picture of your collection, man. I'm really interested to see that 10 Hall of Armors. Danny Lee's facing the issue. The Collector, what's going on? The Collector. Dick Butkus. Yes, sir. Man, Dick Butkus. I hope you're a Bears fan. I mean, I'm seeing a lot of Bears fan around here. I hope you are. Even if you're not, that's cool. I love NFL. Sexy Rexy Grossman. Oh, God. Raul, don't remind me of good Rex, bad Rex. Ooh, could have won that Super Bowl. Could have won that year. Hey, he's back, though, in a form of Mitch Trubisky. So if you're missing him, who's Rex Grossman's backup? Man, I forgot. I mean, why don't we have a good luck on quarterbacks? Jeez. From Rex Grossman, we got Jay Cutler, who I was really happy when we got Jay Cutler. And then I realized, man, memories. Sexy Rexy Grossman. Hulkbuster this year. Yes, sir. Mike Ditka. Man, the Collector. Man, just throwing out like classic names out there. The Mustache. Ooh. Even though I haven't seen him play like in live, obviously that's before my time, but I can appreciate a Mike Ditka reference. Mike Singletary, Peanut Tillman. Hey, if there's some Bears fans out there, I just want to get your opinion. Is Peanut Tillman a Hall of Famer? That's a tough one because I don't know. I'm a little partial, but a little partial on Peanut Tillman. The Torm collectibles need to make more boxers. Like, hey, Manny, Terry. We're speaking the same language here. It looks like you like sports. I love sports. Yeah. Manny Pacquiao. I think that he already earned his spot in Floyd Mayweather, in the pantheon of boxing. Think what you want to think about these boxers, like Floyd Mayweather. Whether you like him or hate him, he's up there, man. Like, I think he deserves. But here's what I would say with Floyd, though. I know he asked for a lot of money for his likeness. That's why he's never in the video games. So I highly doubt that Storm Collectibles can make him. He was probably going to ask for like 25 million, which is, Storm Collectibles doesn't have that money. Plus, Floyd Mayweather makes a lot of money because of his persona, which is more of a villain that people wants to see lose. So that's why they buy his pay-per-views. I'm not sure if he's going to sell out, though. I don't know if you put in his face in something that merchandise would be, a hot sell. Manny Pacquiao, who would be, because there's a whole country behind him. So behind, I don't know if they can afford their figures, but there's a whole country behind him, and he's beloved by a lot. Like, he lost, by a knockout, so he's more relatable than, I would say, he came from poverty. He's more relatable than Floyd Mayweather. Although I respect the heck out of Floyd Mayweather's how he handled his career, how he boxes. Hey, but I agree. I would buy those two figures if they ever make one. That would be a must-have for me, for sure. Let's see. Conan. Yeah, man. That Kit Bash Conan. I gotta say this, Dad. The one time I dived in and I created a video for Faison. And so I was creating a Michael Jordan Kit Bash because I have an extra head sculpt from the rookie Michael Jordan. So I was like, you know what? I got an extra head sculpt. I might as well put together Michael Jordan. It has no joints whatsoever, but a bad experience, man. I can't put they use a different skeleton on it, and the hole was too big that I can't insert. I tried everything, heating it up, dipping it in hot water, like I got a heater gun, and finally I went to the forums, so they told me it's not compatible. I gotta use a third-party head sculpt, which I was like, okay, I bought the body so I can use my extra head sculpt. If I buy another head sculpt, then that's redundant. F it, and then I kind of put a sour taste on my mouth when it comes to Faison. So it would give me some ideas, guys. Give me some ideas. What if you like something that would work? I know Arnold body looks good on some Faison because I really do want to dive into it. And I've been watching a lot of Danobi videos, but I'm looking for like a custom, maybe The Rock. I can do The Rock, perhaps. I don't know. But like I said, the body, the head. Anthony's Custom. I've heard about it, Linky. I'm gonna check it out. I would definitely check it out. Let's see. Oh, okay. Terry said the more boxers. Terry, did you buy any of their boxers? I got two. I missed out on Muhammad Ali. I was waiting for it to go on sale, kind of like Mike Tyson. It never did go on sale. Now it's super expensive. And honestly, I didn't watch Muhammad Ali box. I know he's the greatest. Well, a lot of people saying he's the greatest ever. Never, I appreciated Tyson more because that's more of my time. I'm not saying he's the greatest ever, but I appreciated him more. So I got two of those Mike Tyson, the Undisputed, and they're both right there. Can y'all see them? Yep, just a shadow. The Undisputed and the Olympic, because the Olympic was dirt cheap, man. That was dirt cheap on eBay. I think I got him for like $120 maybe. Man, it was dirt cheap. If you're just looking for a body, I mean, might as well. Now I think it's still cheap. It's like $150, which is awesome. Let's see. Besides, you just released a comic book accurate 1/6 Daredevil figure, but $235. Hey, Raul, this is what I'm talking about earlier. You nail it on the head, man. Nail it on the head. I think Sideshow needs to be a 200 range for them to be successful. I mean, they're successful as a distributor, but I think their figures are way overpriced. You can't compete with Hot Toys price-wise if your quality is not Hot Toys. I love their comic book releases. I love everything. I love the Wolverine, although I just can't get to deep inside of me. I just can't justify spending the same amount of money as I would on the Hot Toys. This always goes back to would I buy that Wolverine or would I just buy a Hot Toys that I kind of do like, even though I really love Wolverine character? Because I know the quality that I'm getting from Hot Toys is top notch. Not all the time, but better than Sideshow. So I am with you. I even think 200 is a little too much, to be quite honest with you, if you are not basing your head sculpt on an actual person. That's just me. Yeah. But I am 100% with you, Raul, there. I love Phil Jackson's figure with a triangle. Also, he's doing the triangle. Do you watch the end? If you watch the Last Dance, man, love that. Ooh. Or at least the manufacturer. You know what, Austin? I agree with you because I think if they're in a, first of all, if they're in the States, we wouldn't have to deal with Sideshow's ridiculous shipping. If they're in the States, I think replacement would be a lot better, easier, and the prices would be cheaper. And yes, so in theory, I definitely wish that was the case. Oh yeah, there you go, Danny. Showing some Bears love out there. Hey, I'm in Chicago right now, so I'm a little partial. But don't you feel like Bears getting some love, and then the Chicago Bulls? I don't know even if you're a casual basketball fan, you gotta love Michael Jordan. Even though you don't love Michael Jordan, maybe you hate him, but still you gotta admit that he has the biggest impact. So those Chicago teams, man, those are my teams. Jack, check out Sharktimus Prime. I do. I actually watch him. Not all the time because most of his reviews are not in my alleyway. I mean, he does a lot of Transformers and like those smaller scale figures, which is cool. But I do watch him. Definitely. I do watch him, and then what is his name? I know his name. It's in the tip of my tongue. The one who does this. I watch him too, even though his hands are, that is his trademark, so I can't fault him for that. I watch him not regularly, but I watch him too. I forgot his name. You guys know what I'm talking about. White background. That becomes the staple for reviewing all of a sudden. Like the wash out white background and hands showing in the screen. Yeah. Foosh. I would definitely check that out. Yeah. I would definitely check that out. I don't know who that is, but Nintendo Fun Games. Oh, Lanky. That's all I played before. Nintendo, man. It was in back home was called Family Computer, not Nintendo Entertainment System, which is NES. Back home, it was like Family Computer when I was growing up, and that's all I played. Hot Toys Netflix Daredevil was $220. Exactly. Thank you, Raul. That's what I'm talking about. Your Netflix Daredevil, which has two swappable faceplate, is $229 with a nice base with a backdrop. What? Thank you. Oh, Sugar Ray Leonard. Hey, you know your boxing, Austin? Look at that. Hey, Sugar Ray Leonard, most aficionados consider him as the GOAT. So I can appreciate that. Would I buy it? No, that's before my time. But I do respect I respect the history, of boxing. I'm a huge boxing fan. So, yep. I don't know how much it would sell, though. I don't. That's the thing, like if sometimes I got some requests from Hot Toys or 1/6 company for them to make, but sometimes in a business standpoint, I get that too, but that would be nice. I would love to see those too. Couldn't agree more. We always wanted lower, obviously, Danny. Like if we can get away with 150, although it's not realistic at this point. Price yourself like 3.0. 3.0 is like what, 175, 179, and they buy the license. They buy likeness from the Jon Snow. It's 179 at Big Bad Toy Store. Which likeness are you buying from that Daredevil? And it's 250. Why is it almost 40% more than what 3.0 can offer? I don't get it. Hell yeah, Austin. Last Dance. We're at episode. There's some leaks out there. Y'all better not be watching the leaks on your phone. You got to appreciate it on a big screen TV. You can watch the leaks. I almost watched the leaks. There was leaks on Facebook that they finished the entire Last Dance documentary. I was tempted, not going to lie to you guys, tempted to watch it, but I was strong. Oh yeah, Danny. Famicom. That Duck Hunt. I remember that family computer. He has his two controllers. At least the family computer. I don't know about the Nintendo Entertainment System. The only Nintendo and the only NES that I got was when it's like a mini NES. You know, like I got it right there in my monitor that I played every once. I should put that on my backdrop. That would be nice. Like 8-bit system. Hey, 8 retro's making a comeback, guys. With Arcade 1-Up. Anyone has Arcade 1-Ups around here? That is nice. Although I have one. It's right there on Mortal Kombat. I don't really play that much, but only the first 8 leaked. Okay, maybe. Yeah, I saw that. Like a friend of mine messaged me on Facebook. There's a bunch. I was just like, yeah. Hey, that's what's up, bro. How much is it? It's $500 though, right? Like, man, that is expensive. I want to get that. So I was researching that role, the NBA Jam, and I think the other one is NBA Hang Time, if I'm not mistaken. It's Hang Time. I don't know. I really don't know the difference between the two, so I kind of researched it. I think that they're both made by Acclaim company. I don't get me wrong. I played the heck out of NBA Jam in the arcades back in the day. I know there's no Michael Jordan there. I think there's Charles Barkley. The question I have though is that is it going to be the current players or the old school players that's going to be there? I've never seen any demos yet, but that would be interesting. That would be interesting. When did it came out anyway? Like 94, 95 perhaps? But yeah. Oh, it comes with a riser and a bar stool. All right. And I know, Raul, if I'm not mistaken, it is 4-player too, right? Like it's a 4 old school rosters. Okay. All right. Okay. I can dig that. You know, like the Kenny. I remember back then it was Kenny Smith and Elijah Wan in Houston. I think they just won the championship back then. And maybe Robert Ory on the Houston Rockets. Optibotimus. There you go, Austin. Optibotimus. Yes. It's the one with the hands. Like explaining something. Like Americans. So. All right. 4 players. Man, that would be nice. Do you guys, who else do you guys watch for reviews outside of of course, I'm your number one reviewer. I already get that. I'm saying, but do you guys recommend anyone that I should watch? I watch reviews all the time too, especially if I'm iffy about the figure. Outside of Justin, obviously, I think you guys all watch Justin as well because man, he's been slacking off lately though. That Han Solo, he's not first. And my boy JP, I think beat him on the Krennic. So Lanky, consider death or real to be childish figure. No, man. Hey, Lanky, I'm gonna tell you this. I am freaked out by that the nun figure. So let's put it this way: like if you can't afford 1/6, for example, or Hot Toys, I think that's a good alternative. Kind of like Funko Pop, but better. But the nun figure, man, that fucking freaked me out. I mean, you don't know it, but when I was reviewing it, because I'm in my basement right now. When I do my reviews, I'm by myself. And Star Ace, with those 2 nun figures, the one, the screaming one, and you turn off the lights, the eyes are still glowing. I was like, God damn, God, all right, like, Star Ace, why'd you do this to me? So I had to take him out. So I took him out, put it on the garage because it's honestly freaking me out. But do I think it's childish? If you think Funko Pop is childish, then I suppose. But no, I think they're good collectibles as well. Honestly, I really do think that way. It's a good alternative to Hot Toys, or for something that Hot Toys wouldn't do. It's a good representation. I'm not against Funko Pop as well. I don't hate him, although I would not buy them. Like I know Cletus from Cletus from he's a good guy too. Like he collects a lot of Funko Pops. I don't know if you guys are I don't know if Terry's still here. He looks like he's a fan of boxing. So Cletus is a professional boxer as well. But I think he has the largest Funko Pop collection, if I'm not mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong, I'm not a huge Funko Pop collector. But they all look the same. Like the dots are the same, that they're just gonna change the outfit. But they're for real, they don't have a mold. They'll make the head bigger, body smaller. But yeah, I took out the nun. And Danny's just laughing at me because yeah, that's messed up. Yeah, flocking, man. He's flocking. He said flocking. Cletus, man, he is. He could do a unboxing without anything to unbox, and I would watch it. Dude, he's must see TV, man. If you were bored, and he it was it yesterday or 2 days ago, he had a 24-hour live stream. 24 hours. Unbelievable. I don't know how he does this. This guy has a ton of energy, and he trains, and then he now he's into like Marvel Legends and all that stuff. You go check him out if you haven't, But yeah, he has like Funko Pops, so that is cool as well. Jack Dempsey, man, Austin, bringing out the big guns when it comes to boxing, man. Bringing out the big guns. Yes, entertain. Danny, do you know anyone like Cletus though? I'm not saying to compare him, but so I can check him out. Like ever since I did this live stream, I've been in a hunt for like live stream that I know. Hey Danny, I know if I gotta watch live stream, you the man, because every live stream that I go to, you're in there. So. Oh man, I gotta check that out, Lanky. He was big on scary stuff. Dude, I don't know if you guys have been around. I know some of you guys have been around long enough that back then there was no what do you call this? There was no Facebook. I mean, there is Facebook, but not that big. So we got to go to Sideshow Freaks. Does anyone still go to Sideshow Freaks nowadays? Go to Sideshow Freaks. All you can see is Kato. Like Lenky was talking about. Like Kato's a good tailor. And he is, man. He's excellent tailoring. But, man, his outfits are like $400. Not going to go that route. Not going to lie to you guys. Not going to go that route. Marco. What's up, Marco? Thank you for dropping by, man. The Nobi 2, I watched the Nobi 2. Love the Nobi 2. I've watched a lot of his videos, and he's funny, he's entertaining as well. So yeah, thank you for the input there, Marco. And he got a lot of Iron Man. I learned about the that case about him, the module case and all that stuff. He has some pretty good videos as well too. Like his voice is just it's like a radio voice, man. And another radio voice that I heard, but he just got a nice voice, is Knickknacks. I don't know if you guys watch him, but Knickknacks. Oh, okay. Danny's is King Zachary. Looks like Raul is not a big fan of King Zach. Isn't that guy that used to roll with Justin, and then they had a bad breakup with MISB Media or something like that? Honestly, I can't tell. Like I don't know him, that King Zachary. I know him from Cletus. Like he mentioned him a few like one of his live streams. I don't know which one of those guys are the cause of their breakup, but yeah, they used to. I know they had now he has like a crew now. Justin with the posing guy. Yep, Danny. There you go. Does he? I don't know, Lanky. I know he's Australian. Well, he sounds Australian, but yeah. Yeah, there you go. Like I knew it. Like I saw them before like when Justin went to the States and he went to his house. And he is the I don't know if they're still together with that sideshow girl. Susan. Isn't she with like Susan? because I used to see her with him, them together on that video. So yeah, Susan would used to work at Sideshow, if I'm not. And there's a whole drama about it too. That was maybe like a few months back, like 5 months ago or something like that. But yeah, see now y'all know why I wasn't making any live stream before. I don't want any of those drama. But as long as I keep staying, I feel like I would just don't mention anyone's name. Stay in my lane, maybe like here and there. Because I know there's like a whole. They deleted the mint and sealed box channel, or Justin did something like that. Yeah, I heard that from again Cletus. I watch a lot of Cletus. I don't know why, but yeah, But Justin is so big now, man. He's like what, like out of 1.6, Danobi's still ahead. I think Danobi has like almost 90,000, but he's one of the OGs. Justin came to the scene maybe 3 or 4 years ago, and he just ran into the door, man, and just opened it wide. Oh yeah, Lanky, man. I'm D Knight. I one of the OGs, man. D Knight is a cool dude. He's one of those guys too. Never had any beef with anyone. Just doing his own thing. He actually doesn't buy a whole lot of figures, but he constantly has some content out, which I admire how he does this. He just do a posing here and there, clean his room, rearrange his room, and talk about stuff. Maybe if he, I actually want to talk. I talked to him like on his channel, my channel, like on the comments. Maybe I don't know if he's gonna be down. I would ask him, give it a shot. Maybe if he's down for a live stream together, because it looks like we have It looks like we have like common ground. Like he likes Batman and like Batman. He's mostly Dark Knight, so that would be interesting. I don't know if he's down with it. I want to give it a shot. One of these days. Yeah, man. But hey, Danny, you gotta admit those are entertaining, man. This beef. I have much. Thank God I don't have much drama in my life. So this is the most drama that I get, and be like, who's fighting now? I mean, why are they? It's like Justin and Zachary are on a divorce. They moved on though, but I know like King Zachary. I think I'm gonna check out his channel one of these days. I think I already subscribed to his channel. I was subscribed to the Mint and Sealed box, the MISB. I gotta hunt down his own personal channel. Yeah, man, D9 looks like a pretty chill dude. Like you can just hang out with him and just have a beer. Seems like it looks like he won't won't have any beef with anyone. He lasted long enough without pissing anyone off. Back in the day, we got a Clipper King. He had a beef back then with Budget Stark. I don't know if you guys know Budget Stark, but Lanky, I know why. Because Dean Knight is in UK, if I'm not mistaken. So his stream is nighttime there. It's probably gonna be like he always does it on Sunday, which I would miss because either there's NFL or it's Sunday, it's family days. So probably out grocery shopping or taking the kids out or something like that. That's why I miss it, because it always falls like on an afternoon or something. But yeah, back. I don't know if you guys do. Do you guys know still? Well, I'm sure there's some old timers in here. Budget Stark. He was the OG Toys Wonderland HQ, man. You're looking for a figure that you can't find, you go to Budget Stark. You look, and that's how it started with him. And then, man, Clipper was Cletus of 1/6 before Cletus dove into 1/6, man. I love watching Clipper King, man. Marco, yes. Stark was, I wouldn't even say he came about at around the Avengers Hot Toys. So I would say I guess you can classify him as OG. My I guess because I started at 2012. So I guess the OG for me is the one who started before me. I think he busted into the scene around 2015. But he was the source of Clipper King. And they had a fallout too. It wasn't nasty, but they had a fallout too. That was fun too. So oh yeah, man. Like me and Dean, we don't really know each other. We just, like I said, like talk on the comments every now and then. He commented on my like some of my Batman reviews, and I've always liked Dean's reviews. It's fun, relaxing, and he's a good dude overall. Dude, Clipper King is hilarious, man. And that guy, like he would shoot on a phone, and he would make this entertaining. Like he cracks me up, man. I wish he would make more videos, man. Honestly, I wish he would make more videos. And there was this video in Storm Collectibles. I think he reached out to Storm Collectibles to give him the #1 issue of Muhammad Ali. So, and then they didn't reply to him. Storm Collectibles never replies to anyone, to be quite honest with you. They replied to me when they found out that, because I bought Mike Tyson from them and the short has damage. They never replied to me, and I told them, it's like, well, I'm going to review your figure. I want to make sure that you know this, because otherwise I'd say this. And then they replied to me once they found out that, So basically, what I'm trying to say is, if I wasn't even noticeable of some sort, they would let the shorts of my figure just be it, But once they found out, that I think they checked out my channel, and I'm a decent subscriber back then. So they were like, oh, yeah, let me send you one. But yeah, Clipper King didn't mention the company's name. He was like, I'm not going to tell you who this from. I'm not even going to show their names. We all know it's from Storm Collectibles. He knows it too, but he just refuses to say this name. That's how funny he is, man. Yeah. I mean, especially for, I was expecting, the thing with Budget before was he was the only one. The reason he got, known was he was the only one in Hong Kong who was the contact point back then. Now I believe Justin has one. He got a kid who takes the pictures in secret base, so they don't really need Budget Stark. Although I think she's still around, but yeah, back then he was unique, because no one was. We're all from the States or some other parts of the world, and then anything that something comes out, he would shoot them, and he would do his commentary, and we're going to be like, wow, that's cool. But now there's a lot of people now from Hong Kong joining in, so it kind of made the uniqueness of what he does a bit more, I suppose, common. So that's the right word I'm trying to look for. Toy Zone D. All right, Marco, I'm going to check that out. Toy Zone D. Looks like you're a Lakers fan, man, and a New York fan, and a Yankees fan. Where are you from, Marco? Are you from New York or Lakers or LA? Bruce, hey, thank you. I saw that. That's cool. I think that's expensive now, though. So no way from me I'm going to buy that. Yes, sir. Yeah, Budget was, I think his work was on the way to, I think his work is around that area where that place is. So he always drops by when something comes out, and he knows some contacts. You got to remember, like, Hot Toys wasn't as big back then. So they kind of knew him personally. So and then he was like, like I said, he was Toys Wonderland, but in a smaller scale. Because I know I asked him before. This was when Two-Face was really hard to find, and I asked him, I was like, hey, how much was Two-Face for? And this was like around maybe 2015. I didn't buy Two-Face, so I was just like, oh, $400. Like, what the? I'll just buy it from eBay then, and that was it. But I think that it kind of made him. He wasn't doing reviews. He was just doing like info stuff, which honestly, that kid that Justin uses for like videos and stuff, he could do that. But I think he's like doing it in a different way. So who knows? Toy Zone D. I gotta check that guy out. I've never. Oh, I know what you're talking about, Nanny. That's Danny. It's Diffuse NL. Diffuse NL, I think. It's old school too, man. Those are OGs. Xenomorph only comes out when there's an Iron Man release, I feel like. He's a he was the he had a crisp camera back then. I don't know what he was using, but it looks like a crisp camera. But unfortunately, he doesn't release as much as we would like. But yeah, one of the good dudes too. Andre, his name is Andre Xenomorph. Yeah, I talked to him. Don't know him personally or anything outside of like commenting here and there with his videos. But he lives somewhere in Europe as well, and he gets his stuff from Hong Kong. But I think he's very selective nowadays. So I'm gonna check out that Toy Zone Demon. I might have seen him before. Another one, I don't know if you guys watched him. He was kind of newish. I think he came out the same time as Justin, or he maybe Keyboard Warriors. I like watching them too, but they kind of slow down as well. Um, there was another guy. Yeah, pretty much Justin destroyed. Let's see here. Yeah, Andre. Yep, Danny Andre. He's a cool dude. Who's that, Linky? I'm gonna put you on this. Hey, what's up, Mo? Sean Long. Yeah, man. Yeah, I don't think Clipper and him got along too well. Mo, you're kind of late, man. What time is it now? It's like, but yeah, I don't think they got along too well. I like watching Sean Long, as cheesy as he is. You know, it's a different take than Clipper for sure. And me and Clipper, we talked again, like on the comments. You know, they're the OGs. Like Sean Long, you say what you want, but he's one of the OG. But yeah, Lanky, I know what you mean, man. I've been watching some. I guess the problem, Lanky, is if you have a live stream and you have like 40 viewers, they can, and then if you have someone like what, I watch a lot of PJ stuff, and if you have another one in here, you don't really have the chance. Unlike me, I like only like 5 people watches me. So I can, so I can go back and forth with you guys and interact with basically all of y'all. But if you have like 40 viewers and the question is just rapid and all that stuff, that's where it gets kind of hard, I suppose. I'm not giving them excuses whatsoever, because I know PJ still manages to, and that takes time and I guess practice to do that. And hopefully, that wouldn't be a problem in the future, but it's not anymore. I feel you, Danny. Every once in a while, I just do it. Like, what is it, Danny, that you can't sit through with? Let me just ask you here. What is it? The positivity? Is it the cheesiness? Like, is it the hyper energy? That's one of the problems before with Sean Long, is because he sounds like if you overly positive, you sound like a sellout. And that's what happened. For me, that's what I didn't like about Budget Stark, because he had a good connection with Secret Base, and to a degree, I feel like he became corporate to Hot Toys, and that's okay. But I see through it, so that's kind of like what turned me off towards the end. But hey, we all have some affinities with. I love Asmus. I love Star Ace because they work well with me, and because they produce the figures that I do. But that's just me, like I don't force it to anyone else, nor defend them to the teeth. Like, but with Budget Start before, he was like, no, Hot Toys never had a delayed release. It's they never said they will be released. And I was like, dude, they said it's second quarter of, like Gamora's been out for 2 years. They announced it's delayed, but he keeps on saying, well, they never really announced. But so. Austin's like old school too, man. Hey, man, we got to stick together. All our old school guys in here. Marco Polo. I'm gonna check Gogol 1980. I'm gonna check that out. I'm actually looking for some. Like I don't want to like PJ's is he's pretty big now, you know, like in maybe not subscriber count, but he's getting there. But I think in the streaming world, he's pretty big. But I'm looking for some guys. I love PJ, you know, like I talked to him once, you know, like he's a cool dude. Looking for like smaller ones. If you guys know or somebody like I can reach out to, I would be I'll be interested on picking their brains. Like I said, like this wasn't even in the this entire stream. It wasn't even a thing of mine, but thanks to I guess being at home now, I want to interact with more collectors like you guys, you know, like maybe if one of you is interested, we can do this live stream. Any one of you just give me a shout out. We'll as long as I'm available. I try to do this at least once a week. I try. Trust me, I tried. Like one time Lenky messaged me. I had a set schedule. I was gonna do it every Thursday. I said it to myself, and then it rained. I got flooding on my basement. Not a whole lot, but enough for me to be out. But now I feel like more after talking to you guys. I feel like more in touch with the community because I felt like I lived in a bubble of 1/6 for so long that you guys just see me in reviews. But now I kind of like want to go out there and just talk to people. Like, and who is this? Austin said Shark Team was prime. Like for example, not Shark Team was prime for per se. I don't think they're gonna talk to me. Like even if I invited them, I was like, "Hey, do you guys want to do a live stream?" They'll be like, "F you, man. Go for why?" So you're 10,000 subscribers. So I like small when it comes to those guys, you know. So, but smaller, I would say creators. Put the names out there. Like reach out to me on YouTube. You know, I try to reply to everyone as much as I could. I think I'm pretty good. Outside of you, just dude, there's some guys just being a dick sometimes on the comment section. That one I don't reply to. You know, kind of like I just don't want it to get longer, whatever. But Sean was like, he does like everything. He does like everything for sure. I can't forget when he said that it was the best likeness of Nathan Drake. That Sideshow created this Nathan Drake figure. And I was just like, dude, that looks nothing like Nathan Drake. And Nathan Drake was a freaking video game character. And it was just like, this is the best one. It's like, what the? Because you got it for free. That's why. Big dub. All right. Marco's throwing some names out there. All right, Marco. I'm gonna check that out. Hell yeah, Danny. You know, like it's not a competition, honestly. Like I've never looked at it as competition. When some guys like are rising above me, I never really worried about my subscriber count. That'll be nice to have a lot, but you know, if somebody goes beyond what I do, you know, like for example, Justin just stream passed by me. More power to him, man. I mean, he does his thing, you know. I appreciate his hustle. I respect his hustle. Yeah, it's good. That's good for him. Yeah. Let's see. Easy Company Collectibles. I'm gonna check that. You know what? I think isn't he Rishi? Isn't he the one who does the buy or pass? I think he is. I've watched him before. Cool dude. It looks like a cool dude too. Pretty funny. If I'm not mistaken, I think he's the guy who does the buy or pass segment, kind of like what I do for like previews, but his is like buy or pass. There you go. Yeah, he is. Akbar. I don't even think, honestly, that would be great, you know, because I would love to reach out to other collectors, honestly. Like after we can blame PJ for this, but after that, I wouldn't mind. Yeah, I wouldn't mind. I don't know if he's a busy guy, man. He reviews figure pretty much every day. That would be nice, just to pick his brain, like how he does things, because you know. But that would be nice. Yeah, I don't know if he's gonna be up for it though. Yeah, that's the thing. I'm always up for it. Like I said, I would work with anyone. You know, just a live stream or anything. I'm all up for it. Easy, yeah. I actually watched him, man. He's a funny dude. Oh, did it? I don't know what comment that was, Linky. Was that about the dick comment? Were we censored about that? Thank you, Austin. Thank you. Anything that Hot Toys does, budget likes. Never do wrong. Can never do wrong. Man, I'm a fanatic too, man. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. When it comes to Lord of the Rings, if you don't like Lord of the Rings, you would hear me giggle like a girl because I mean, Asmus only does it. So, and that's the only time I can fulfill my, like my fandom in Lord of the Rings is from Asmus. And even if you don't agree too much in what I said, it's because whenever I review those things, I'm wearing like rose-colored glasses. However, I really do love them. I'm not saying that because I actually here's how it works. When I contact Star Ace, Big Bad, gotta be totally transparent with you. I ask them, it's like, can you send me this figure 3-0? They would send it to me. So when I already decided what I wanted to get, it's like me buying figures from them, and they never even said that, hey, you gotta say that it's awesome. I would never say that, like I would never work with someone like that. I would never be like Clipper King too, though. That one thing that I'm trying to avoid is being overly positive and overly negative, because at the end of the day, there's always good when it comes to figures. But I would like take the positive. I would not destroy a figure. Like, man, this is the worst thing on earth, because it obviously it isn't. There's worst thing on earth, but Clipper King would destroy something though. He would destroy. That's why it doesn't. That's why I think he got so much beef with something. But yeah, but there's something about level of Budget Stark, and Budget Stark is only partial when it comes to Hot Toys. He would destroy something else, but Hot Toys, he looks like he's in a payroll of Star Hot Toys. That's I kind of have taken an issue with that. I don't know, Lanky. I mean, it's we all have hobbies. Like, you like Godzilla. I just happen to like Lord of the Rings, and I love them. It did. I hope when he threw that Mythos boba that there's a bet on it. I didn't see the effect. I hope there is, because it's still a $200 figure. So yeah, I don't know. In fairness to Cletus, though, he does not. I mean, I think he makes more outside of I mean, he obviously can afford his figure. He unboxed like 30 Hot Toys figure in a span of 1 month, I think, and he goes out and buy like Funko Pops for like $12,000. So he could afford those. So he could do the things that he does that most people can't. Like myself, I can't speak for anyone else, but I don't have that kind of income to do that. So yeah, Danny, with Cletus, I don't even think it's honesty. I think it's it's just rough. I love it though, but yeah, like he's entertainment through and through. All right, guys, we're in an hour and a half. Oh, look at that! We got a new one right here. Tarantula. Oh, thanks for joining, man. Well, yeah, Tarantula. I try to be as transparent as I could. Like I said, I'm not gonna say it's the worst figure ever. I would never say that, especially in a Hot Toys figure, because I've seen worse. With that being said, favorite figure, if we're just talking about Hot Toys, DX11, because I like the movie and I like the figure. So there's two categories there. But yeah, I would say DX11. Now it's for DX11. I'll make it simple. Which one is your favorite in movie, not figure? I like the first one. Let's see. Yeah, I like the first one too. You know what? I'll take that back. In the movie, I like the Two Towers because of that fight in Helm's Deep. And then I played the video game back then in PlayStation 2, I believe. That fight where they're just like ladders going up on the wall, and you got to kick the ladders. It's to me, it's amazing. We all have different takes. Like, you might find it boring. I've never watched a single Harry Potter. No offense to any Harry Potter fans out there. I just didn't. It just didn't connect to me. So it's okay if you don't like Lord of the Rings. It's cool. Yeah, man. He's showing his sell. It's like 50,000 in 1 month. Is it like Mercari or something like that? It is insane. Yeah, I mean, Budget Shark has some informative videos back then, but like Austin said, his he's so partial that kind of like rubs me the wrong way. I don't dislike the guy. I like he's very informative, but not even in his videos, I take that back. His videos are great. When you interact with him, like if you see his interaction in the Facebook groups and whatnot, he's like the official Hot Toys defender. That's what it's yeah. Hey, if I can, man, I gotta get some pointers how to thumbs up this comments, because Two Towers is my favorite, man. Yeah, and this is one perfect example, because Star Ace does Harry Potter. Now, whether you like the figure or not, if they're the only ones who does the figure, then there's no one to compare it to, right? So if Star Ace, whether you like their Harry Potter or not, it's not like you have a choice. It's not like Hot Toys where, okay, you got Iron Man here. Somebody's making fake Iron Mans out there. Is it Play Toys or something, which we would discuss tomorrow with PJ. At least you have options, like with them. So you basically handcuffed. So now whether you like it or not, sometimes you don't have any choice. So you just gotta love the figure and you gotta live with the shortcomings of the figure. The only thing I can live with that is because they're not priced drastically. Normally their price range around 179 to 200. If they were 250, I would say forget about it. God damn, Austin, I want to hug you right now. This is exactly what I'm echoing, and nothing against the guy. I think he's a good dude. He's done in a lot of informative things in the 1/6 world. Although that is kind of, that's the thing. It's a bit clouded if you're really that partial. So I can't even say that he's he's a big help in terms of this is going to be released. But like, I remember one time we were talking about and I don't know if you guys in this forum like Hot Toys, Let Your Geek Sideshow or 1/6 forum, a guy he's a German guy, George Schultz or something like that. I don't know why he does it, but he tallies releases in a spreadsheet. Like he would be like, okay, this guy was announced here and it's supposed to come out here on December, but it hasn't come out yet. So it's been like 3 months delayed. Man, the guy is like a statistician. So, and you can't really argue with a guy because he has facts. He has statistics backing him up. So, like when Budget Stark defends Hot Toys, well, they're never late. They never, like announce this and that, blah, blah, blah. Like, dude, just admit it. Their quality control is not the best. And again, the only reason I'm bashing Hot Toys and not like Star Ace or Asmus and all that stuff, because I put them on a higher pedestal. Like they're the best. They're the best, and they should be accountable as the best. So they're what do you call this? Their bar is higher too compared to, let's say, Asmus. Like like with Asmus, you can be like, well, the eyes are painted badly. That's all right. It's 175. It's the Slim Aragorn, whatever. Compared to a $254, it's $100 more, almost $100 more. So, Adrian, what's going on, man? I like your avatar there. I'm assuming you're a photographer. Good for you. I'll message me your Instagram. I would love to see that. From Mexico. What's going on, Adrian? Personally, I like the Sideshow better. This is without seeing both. Again, I don't want to get punished by like Lenky. We were talking about it. I would say the Sideshow one, if I'm totally being honest here, and they increased the price to $375. We're gonna cover that tomorrow. I'm gonna cover that tomorrow with JP. So hey guys, this is the highest number of count that you guys are in here. Please tune in tomorrow if you could. I'm going to have my guest, JP from Paradox Nerd. And he's a big Star Wars fan if you don't know him. But to answer Adrian's question, I would say Sideshow, even though what they did to increase it is BS, to be quite honest with you. It's dirty. But yeah, tune in tomorrow. It's 8 Central Time and 9 Eastern Time. That's because, JP has a lot of there's a lot of people watching his stream, so I would love for you guys to come in and join us tomorrow as well. Let's go to Austin first. Everything is a monster. Yep. That's why I didn't use him, Austin. That's why I didn't use them. My Hot Toys didn't make any better head. Akbar. All right. So I feel like the head sculpt of Gal Gadot, because correct me guys if I'm wrong. I think the head sculpt of Gal Gadot is the same from Wonder Woman or Justice League is the same head sculpt as the one in the training version. But the training version looks just so much better. I think it's the hair that's messing it up. Can they do a sculpted hair perhaps? Would that be better? I'm not sure. With this time that we have right now. Did I say JP? I honestly think Akbar, it is the hair that's making it look like a Barbie, not the sculpt. So if they can do a good job, and Hot Toys was never good with hair, rooted hair, whether it's a Black Widow or this one. I think the only time that they nailed it is with DX, is it DX 14 or 15 with the Jack Sparrow? But that's a mixed media anyway, so who knows? But yeah, does it look like a Barbie? I suppose, I told my wife to style it for me because she looks like her hair is all over the place, honestly. So it wasn't a good look. It's not a good look whatsoever, man. But yeah, I agree with you. Plus, I'm gonna show it tomorrow. It started peeling on the armpits for me. This Wonder Woman, not good for a $250 figure. Not good. PJ, not JP. Yep. PJ, like a PEE. Why you do that? What his parents named him P with a J? Not sure. I'll ask him tomorrow. Maybe his name is not really PJ. That's one E too many. But all right, guys, it's we've been together for like an hour, and it's like 12 o'clock now. So I'm gonna head out soon. Thank you again for joining the chat. It was a pleasure as always to chat with you guys. Adrian, Austin, like I think this is the first time I've seen you guys. Akbar, especially with Lanky and Danny, the normal here, Austin, Tarantula, all of you guys. I appreciate it. If I didn't mention it, Rishi, appreciate you guys. But yeah, tune in tomorrow and at 8 Central Time, please. So it looks like it's just not me and PJ talking. So I love this interaction, and we're going to continue this tomorrow. Again, thank you so much. And guys, stay safe. All right.